Ende by asim ko bosin keta mana na yema asim kan ko echikwelu ya zelu. Diko sidi ya bo Eastern News 24 bo ebe isi wene wetelu ni ya bo nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasata maka ihe na-eme na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya ana gbasata maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Diko sidi ọ bụ na ya bụ ụbọchị izi gị ị na-agafete n'iru akwụkwọ afọ chanel anyị kaba alụ ka sọbskraịbụ antọnụ onye notifikeshọn maka gịnị anyị na-etinyekwanụ update daily gbasata maka ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya na gbasata maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Dịka o si dị ya wetara n'iru akwụkwọ bụ ife anyị na-akpọkwa evening tea ka anyị ji maka ya ka anyị ji mara ya. Anyị na-akpọ ya evening tea. Ife a bụ Biafran prime minister in exile were ife were ịgwa ụmụ Igbo unu ga-esi ya bụ ife n'ụdị nke gị. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ife ịkaba alụ kwuo efe ichelu gbasata maka ihe ndị a niile Biafran prime minister kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa anyị na-akpọ evening tea. You can say drop your own comment. All right, over to you, sir.
So overtaking is allowed, and unfortunately, Nigeria has messed themselves up. Kudos, Your Excellency, for leading us and for bringing to the world, showing the world what Biafra indeed is going to be. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Iwunze. Iwunze is the liaison officer of the Biafra government in Australia and the representative of the Biafra Pacific in Australia. So thank you very much.
Thank you, our daddy. We appreciate you, Daddy Iwunze. Thank you so very much. All right, we move. Please, Chidinma, bear with me. Let me bring up this person with the same image that is familiar with the image we see as always, antagonizing and attacking. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Mayor, I don't know if you is the same person that owns this account, but we are happy to have some of you here. The Igbo, there's one Igbo page. We are welcoming all of you. Please come here and ask the Prime Minister questions. Please grab the mic, Mayor, and let your question be precise and make it quick, please. Unmute yourself, Mayor. Mayor, we're giving you the microphone. Unmute yourself and go straight to the point. Yes. Mayor, are you ready to ask the question, or should we remove you from the speaker? All right, maybe he's scared. They're scared to confront the Prime Minister. I'll still leave you in the room. When you're ready, you come up with that question. Chidinma, please grab the mic until that Mayor is ready.
Good evening, my PM. Our Honorable Pastor Van and the ministers in the house. I'm so excited. I don't know where to start because this is my first time. I've been trying to enter this space. This is my first time of coming into this space where my PM is addressing issues. I'm very, very excited. And the question that I wanted to ask, it just seems as if my PM knows what was in my mind. He treated it because I am part of this religious side that was so deep in me. All these things, when I realized that there is another means of transforming life to God without even preaching, what you'll be seeing live from people's way of living, just as it is in abroad. They don't talk much about Bible, they don't preach anything, but within what they are doing, your life will tell you that you are doing it right or wrong. So you don't need anybody to come and preach gospel to you. That is what the Biafran I'm about to see. I don't have question, and I know that a lot of people are waiting to speak. So I will not go much further than to say thank you, my PM, for specifying it, because I have a pastor that was like confused. She was very distressed about how are we worshiping human beings? It started from our leader, because when we used to say, nah, they can, is another savior. All these things sometimes it scared them, as if to say that we don't realize that there is God. It's not human being. But you have just said everything about this. Maybe if some people are like being afraid or being confused about, are we not noticing God again? And you know, you are aware and you are aware of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and your own way, as in he used to pray like pray, but your own is not, but you do more than we are seeing it in your action. The prayer is in your action. Even though that our leader used to pray and all this, but your own, we are seeing it in your action. Yet these people are still like, they are like still confused somehow, as in, are we worshiping human being? Are we taking him to be our God? Even from my own side, I've seen many times when I do a post, people say, what continue worshiping him, he is your God. I said, we are not what is not, nobody is God, and you have specified it today that you are not Jesus, so you don't even reach it. Thank God for this, because I'm happy to hear this, so that this particular this thing will be cut off to share to those people that are scared. Even when they say end time, they are like, this is what we are saying, you know, people will be against Christ. You have specified it by PM, I'm happy. So that was the question that I would have liked to ask. And before I go off, because of time, I would like to sing this song. Nna bịa kene na mkpụrụ ikuru n'uwe pugo. Nnamdi mụtara nwa ka nwa. Nwa mụtara wee mụta nwa mụta. People doesn't know what you have done in our life, because they thought when they are saying kidnapping, catch him. They don't know that millions of people that we have, not only just our leader, you have sowed a seed that is even beyond you that we have not known. But let me be coming down to finalize it by this song. If you
Thank you.
Biafra, makana abụ m nwa Biafra o, abụ nwa Biafra o, Biafra maka. Let me hold this here. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
thank you very much, Chidiman. Continue to be coming down. In addition to that, I am, you know, I always confess Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. In case anybody don't understand that, I am a child of God. I am a child of God, and a Jesus. At the same time, I have culture. I understand my culture, because culture is the way of life of people. So anybody that doesn't understand his or her culture is a lost person. So I understand my culture. I respect my culture, because it is the way of life of our people. So I respect, because at the same time, I embrace this so-called foreign God. I love Jesus Christ so much, and he is my personal Lord and Savior. It is my own personal business. It is nobody else. I'm not doing it to impress anybody, but I confess Jesus Christ as personal Lord and Savior. At the same time, I value my culture. I value Chukwu Okike. A lot of people don't even know what the Chukwu Okike. In those days, in our land, we have what we call Chukwu Okike in our compound. Everybody, we run about Chukwu Okike. It is a way to communicate with your own God. How you communicate with your own God is your business. So, there.
Thank you, our able Prime Minister. We are also honored to have our Chief of Staff. But Chief of Staff, please bear with me. There is this person here that probably have gone to gather some questions, and I'm really curious to have this face here. Mayor, have you gotten the questions now? I'm going to give you the last chance. Open your mic and let's see if we've got any question for the Prime Minister.
All right. Good evening. I have some questions, and some sincere questions I will need answers.
All right.
But
make sure you go straight to the point. Go ahead.
Before I start, I will have to say something. Please. There is a guy you called Umokoko. Raphael, I'm
please, I'm going to remove you. I'm going to remove you now if you don't ask your question.
It's very unprofessional who claims to be representing people to call someone Umokoko when you think that person asked a sincere question.
Please go ahead and ask your question. If you are not the Umokoko, ask your question.
When you conduct a space, I expect you.
Wait,
Raf, allow him to speak. Allow him.
I expect you to be more professional. You don't call people who might be a bit confused. You call them Umokoko on a space that maybe there are international people listening. I expect you to be more professional. That's my my advice. Now, this is my question. I have been following, and my question goes like this. I have seen there are some situation here whereby there is an attack on the military personnel, and they invade villages, burning homes and markets, maybe abducting innocent youth. I want to know if there are plans, maybe after the said 2nd of December, to make sure that this type of attacks are minimized. This is my first question.
Okay, sorry. Before I answer you, can you be specific? What kind of attack will be minimized? You mean the military burning the villages and all that, or abducting our people?
Yes.
Okay, so
yeah, I'm talking about.
Okay, so you know that the military are burning and abducting our people, right? And your question
Sure.
is, what do we do to minimize it?
Yes. Is there any plan on ground?
Okay, all right. Let me answer you, please. Everybody stay quiet, please. Yes.
No, the distraction is coming from their end, so they are
okay.
there.
So everybody stay muted, please. All right. So yes, as a matter of fact, there is a plan, and the plan is what you see today, because the level of killing by the Nigeria terrorist army, that's what addressed them, because that's what they are. It have reduced drastically compared to what we used to witness in the past. And you can agree with me, no matter how bad you see it today, it was worse in the past. Prior to 2021, we saw worse attack on our land, and immediately Mazin Kano was kidnapped in 2021. They unleashed mayhem, the worst, massacre of our people, and burning of our properties and villages witnessed from 2021 to 2022, until I pick it up from there, and the whole thing begin to reduce. So we begin to make sure we attack them in self-defense. And so attacking them is not something that will, reduce their barbarism overnight. It's something that takes time. And that time it is taken from 2022 to 2023, to 2024. You cannot check yourself. Check those places they have been attacking before. Check Biafra land yourself and see the differences that we have made today. Today we have reduced the attack to the brims, to the minimum. And it will continue like that until we make sure we evict all of them from Biafra land as we pursue the international recognition of Biafra. So that's where we are. We may not be able to stop them completely. Even them, they cannot stop, they are part of the terrorists in Nigeria, so they cannot stop every attack against Nigeria indigenous people. So we are going to make sure that we suppress them to the brims, to the minimum. And that's exactly what we are doing. So by the day, we reduce their strength until there will be no more. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that answer. And please, according to my research on the Biafra government in exile, I realized that the legitimacy of a government in exile depends on its local supporters in the grassroots levels. So I have also realized that there are some areas where there is a means of communication. I have seen you post something like a radio, and a radio, yeah. So, and in the part of Biafra land where I reside, I don't think there are people who know much about what is going on. So even some of them rely on me for some information, yeah, which I know few of the information I give them too. So I'm also asking to know if there are plans to make sure that everybody is carried along, maybe educated in some part of Biafra land, to educate them on what to expect after 2nd of December, and why 2nd of December is very important.
That's exactly what we are doing here. So now, if you are one of the channel of their communication, you are in this space. So whatever you learn from this space, I don't know when you join, you can now go and continue your job like that, because no government will get everything right. And especially we that are in exile, because of the fragile situation in the homeland, we are in exile, operating from exile. So not even the so-called government have any influence in the homeland to control the communication or make everybody to be informed of what is going on. Many of the things happening, we in exile are the one informing people back home. Many of them don't know when terrorists come to their backyard and kill their neighbors. They don't even know about it. It is us that shares the information to the neighboring villages that they have attacked them, or they have attacked your neighbor, and they will begin to see it on social media. So it is something that takes time, and we are making progress in that aspect. So if you are the channel of communication to the Biafra that are where you are, you just continue that way. Make sure you tell them the truth and tell them what you know. Do not carry propaganda on behalf of the Nigerian government, because by the time they find out the truth, you become the enemy. Because they're going to find the truth. They're going to find out the truth one day. So if you are one of those who carry propaganda to them and lie to them, one day they're going to find out the truth, and then you become a bad person, and it may cost your life.
I'm saying this because not everybody, especially the grandpas in the village, and that not everybody is on social media.
Yes, so not everybody is on social media. But have you wondered how Biafra were able to gather almost 30 million votes and 50 million votes and counting? Nigeria government, with all their radio and all that, they could not even have up to 25 million votes in Biafra territory. 25 million or 24 million registered votes, only 4 million voted in the general election. The results are there. But look at our grassroots awareness. We have 40 United States of Biafra. In each state, we have 15 counties. These 15 counties of each state have been occupied by county head. And in these counties, we have in each county 5 districts. These 5 districts have also been occupied by district head. And in this, it means that we are also in the grassroots. So those people that are lacking information are those who are not interested, or who are not interested in the Biafra struggle until now. So now they begin to pay some kind of interest because they see the direction where we are going, and they are looking for information. And most of them are just looking for the information now. But we have actually captured a great number of Biafra, up to 50 million. That's completely in examination. It's a pass mark. So we do not expect to capture the entire Biafra territory to make sure we get to every individual. It is impossible, especially at this stage that we're operating. So this particular number we've gotten now so far in the self-referendum is a pass mark to attract international interest and international recognition. And that's all we need. We cannot get everything 100%. You understand what I'm saying? So with what we have done so far, we give credit to ourselves and then push it to the next level, which is now making this particular self-referendum, using it to generate this legal document, including the ratification of the United Nations, different international human rights laws, make it a legal document and begin to push for international recognition of Biafra. In addition to our sit at home, which every one of you, some of you in those days, have criticized so badly. But we stand on our ground. They say, yeah, we are killing people to sit at home. At the end of the day, the same people have come after 3 years to say, in fact, they have not agreed that their plans are willingly sitting at home. It is a price and sacrifice that they have to make for us to be able to delegitimize Nigeria, to prove that Nigeria no longer control at least some part of the Biafra territory. It may not be all, but the biggest part of the Biafra territory, Nigeria has no control over them. And that part is the hinterland, the southeast. Thank you.
All right.
You have one last question, please. One last question. Pick the best question.
Okay.
That very best one. Pick it and ask it. Just one more question.
Let me ask one more question. There was a viral video that some people were posting where there were gunmen. I don't know if it is the Biafra Liberation Army but let me say there were armed men on that video saying, if you don't sit at home, you will die. So I'm just saying, if it is the Biafra Liberation Army, that maybe they should be told on how to, they should be controlled on what they say while on camera when they go about to enforce the order that is given to them, because I know that some people are looking for loopholes to say this is the criminality or this is what they are doing wrong. So I advocate for them to be properly disciplined. Thank you. Thank you for your answers.
Thank you very much. And I will tell you that that video you see has nothing to do with the Biafra Liberation Army. In fact, as a matter of fact, that video was probably a video of 2021 when we were not even, yet in this whole thing that is happening. So it was a video that was made by the Nigeria government to blackmail the ESN then. It was not even when Biafra Liberation Army was formed. Biafra Liberation Army was unveiled last year during the Finland Convention on the 21st of October, if I'm not mistaken. So it has nothing to do with the Biafra Liberation Army, and it can never be. And again, like I've just said a few minutes ago, that after 3 years of propaganda against the Biafra government or against the Biafra liberation, which I am heading, the people that are propagating these lies have come again to say that, they have just come to notice that Biafras are willingly sitting at home, which is the fact, because they have come to understand that Nigeria is not happy with the result of the sit at home, and because they are tired. And once Nigeria complain, they understand that it's like this is really getting to these people. So if this is the only strength and power we have, let us use it judiciously. That's why Biafrans are sitting at home. And if we call for sit at home for 1 week, because they have seen how Nigeria have cried for over 3 years, they are still going to sit at home again. So forget all this, their lies of, they are enforcing it, they are enforcing it. When Mazin Amdekan was here, did you not hear his broadcast on Radio Biafra during the time the others sit at home? We have not said most of those things. We have not done anything like that. We have not enforced anybody to sit at home. We are fighting to protect our people from getting killed by the Nigeria army. Just like you said in the beginning, that how do we stop them from burning the villages and killing our people? These are the people trying to blackmail the Biafra movement, but they failed because they thought that when they bring gun, Simon Ekpa is going to run away. I'm not going to run away. I will still call again another sit at home that even be worse than what they have seen before, but the time is coming. So it is a price that our people have to pay to delegitimize Nigeria and prove to the world that Nigeria have no control over the Biafra people again. That's what we are gaining, because a lot of people are asking, what is the sit at home doing? So apart from the economic strangulation of Nigeria, we're also proving that they have lost completely control over the people, at least for this part that are sitting at home, this part of Biafra that sit at home, the Nigerian government have lost control over them. It's very important because government in exile have to demonstrate they control some territory of their land, and that's what we have done. Thank you.
Thank you. And,
All right.
Mayor, hold on. Mayor, I'm going to give you a chance to ask another question. You see that you are engaging our PM now, and he's responding to you. So for those that are still waiting to ask questions, these are the kind of questions that have been bothering you, and you have been listening to all the propaganda and lies. Now the PM will respond to you. And I will not call you a Coco if you are very reasonable with your questions like this. So please bring up that question again. Another one. Who's another one that is very hard? Who is talking?
And please, he can actually invite other people while he's on this space. So he can invite his fellow people to come here and ask questions, because I will give them opportunity to do that. Thank you.
Exactly. So if you just ask another question, we can stop. We don't even want our Biafra Republic government to come up here and ask us questions. We are looking for people like you. People like you, more of them, come here now and ask your question. Mayor, I'm going to give you another chance for 2 more questions, because while you're asking the questions, more of them will come and see that we are not attacking you. We are not calling you a Coco, because you are here to ask that questions that bother you. Please take the mic again and ask. Grab the mic. You can go ahead.
All right. One more question is this. I know that after 2nd of December, that there will still be checkpoint. There will still be Nigerian government presence here, and I know that like I've always heard you say that there will be an increase in the attacks on the Nigerian armed forces still occupying this area. So my question is this: if they intensify, because I know that the Nigerian armed forces have war machines. My question is this: if they intensify, is there any plans on your template to ask for military assistance or military equipment in exchange for something, maybe in exchange for resources in our land? Is there any plans you have to ask for military assistance or equipment from other countries?
Can tell you publicly.
Let me tell you, please, nobody should interrupt him. As a matter of fact, we are already in that kind of intensity of war against Biafra people, but we are defending our land and defeating them. I don't know how they will intensify the attack other than the throwing bomb. They have thrown bomb. They are throwing bomb all the time. Many of you are not aware of this.
ndị be anyị daalụli nnenu nke ukwuu ka unu si wee gbaa mbọ wee na-esoro anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'ime akwụkwọ dị iche iche. Ọ bụ ife m chọrọ ikwu bifo ma alapụ unu ka unu tinye alụ nke unu ife uche n'elu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ya bụ ife dịka o si ada na dịka o si akpọtụ n'elu akwụkwọ. Ọ biko wa ajụ m chọrọ ịjụ, biko ndị Igbo ọma na-ege ntị saanụ ya bụ ajụjụ. Ọ ga-edugokwu n'oge anyị akpọ n'ụwa anyị mitin nke ịbụọ jụọ ụwa anyị nwanne anyị nwoke anọ n'ụlọ nke mkpọrọ ebe a ka ọ ya anọzi. Ọ ga-edugo oge onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo ya pụtata ebe ya bụ ife ọnụ maka ya bụ ife akarigo. Nnamdi Kanu nwere ife o mere n'iru akwụkwọ. Tọsifọ ihe ọjọọ mere n'iru akwụkwọ bụ na ọ sị na ọ chọọzi ịbụ onye Naịjirịa. Tọsọ ya bụ ife ọjọọ o mere. And ndị ọha eze niile ma ndị niile were na-ekwuchara ndị Igbo ọnụ fa, nobody is doing something about it. Nobody is doing anything about it. Ife a na-asụ bụ tọsọ ogologo oyibo. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ the leader of indigenous people of Biafra IPOB si na mmegide na-emegide ụmụnne ya dịrọzi ya alụ mma si nye ya Biafra ka ọ na. Okay, to tell you that what that thing Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu n'eziokwu, since eji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu check the system of Nigeria till now, the system na-ebezi akwa, everything is collapsing. Always able to fall now hotter. The more you hold him, the more the economy destroyed. He said these things. Obuli fomu na ipota ine kubo kama keje yondi fulani na major on the fulani. Chefo no ha buzo we major ndi Igbo. Oweri ndi Igbo mele ndi fulani. There's nothing an Igbo man. What if Igbo man mele fulani? Ndo aneze sina neji yo in the fulani about the killings in 1914. Na jubikon oweri ndi Igbo mele fulani ndi fulani. First from the jail we conquer si Hausa niile we bata ka conquer kwuola n'Igbo ofu onye pụtalụ bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu si na nke ama mme na ndị ka ife a adịlọ achọbịa ka egbuo onye Igbo ewere nwanne ya lee. Ya bụ ife bụ ọ bụrụ ihe nji maka ya wee bịa ma ọ bụrụ na ego ọnụ m n'ife anyị na-ekwu n'ilu akwụkwọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu stand with justice, equity and fairness. Owende mebere iwu iche ọbụla ajụ na-ajụ ya Sunday Igbo ho akwa ejidere ya lapụ ya akwa the same thing Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-azụ ka ọ na-azụ. Ndị Igbo kpọọ n'owu na meeting jụọ owu na-ajụ ọgwụnakọ ha m n'ọnụ. Daalụ dị na-ekwusi na-esore anyị. Ọ bụla nke a bụ mbọsị izu gị na-abịa n'iru akwụkwọ esore na Morning Tea na Eastern News 24 kabaro ka subscribe and turn on your notification ka ịlapụ imisi any for update dịka anyị na drop ya n'iru akwụkwọ oge niile. Daalụnụ ụmụnne m ọgwụnakọ ha m n'ọnụ.